What's up, y'all? Been another couple of days. We are back for a bit. Starting the 6th, I will be busy. Again, I'm gonna try and be uploading consistently, and every day or two at the worst. But I guess it don't matter either way. But we'll give it my best because I guess I enjoy doing it. Second channel's nice for that. So updates. I don't know if this is a vlog or what this is, but still talking to the same person, the Puerto Rican girl. She's pretty nice. I was talking to another girl, but she ghosted me. Then I had a couple other girls hit me up, but I don't know. Women are very dry. Kind of crazy, like having an attractive woman like hit you up and then proceed to give you like the driest convo of your life. It's like, like, I mean, I don't know, if you drop a couple emojis on my picture and then you hop in my DMs, like, I mean, I'm not expecting the world, I got it, I don't deserve everything, but sometimes they're texting me and I'm like, man, like, this is what you guys got. Like, do you guys like high five your friends after that? And they're like, yeah, I rizzed him up, like, I hit him with it. I'm like, what was the plan here? How is this one gonna work? Anyway, kind of embarrassing, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Women have truly like no game. It's kind of sad to watch. Anyway, wow. Truly, I'm a little grossed out the more I think about it. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know, because sometimes they'll hit me up and I'm like, yo, like, you don't have to talk to me, bro. Like, it's fine. But I can tell they want to. It's just they're autistic about it. Maybe, I don't know. It's disappointing. It's disappointing to say the least. I'm not the most attractive guy on the planet. I'm not gonna intimidate you with my fucking curls. It's just not that hard. It's me. Maybe I'm crazy and everybody just has a lot of social anxiety and I'm the odd one out. But I don't think so. Anyway, stuff I wanted to talk about today. Outside of that, oh shit, I'm looking big. Also, I put on like 7 pounds recently. A lot of which has been muscle. I think I'm at 156 right now, and I was at 148 pretty recently. Starting to look big. I'd give you guys my Instagram, but obviously I'm not trying to like merge the channels. I say you guys, I mean nobody really watches this. But anyway, point is, I had this thing that's been going on recently. I don't know if I've talked about it in one of my, those really depression videos I have where it's like everything's dark and I'm like, I can't do this. I'm so tired. I'm so dry. Like, those videos, them shits are real. That I do be feeling like that actually. That's how I feel all the time. It's just some days I just can't. I can't smile, bro. Some days I'm just too I'm too throwed. I am like, there's like the me that's talking on the outside, and there's the me that's like behind my eyes. And I'm like screaming for like dear life, behind my visage. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like inside of myself, like trying to claw through my eyes, like outwards, like like the aliens. Like I'm trying to, like that's what I'm trying to do. Like I'm so upset that I can't stop improving myself. Like, bro, I'm ripped. I'm quite big now. Like, it's not bad. I don't go to the gym. I don't lift weights. I just run around and do push-ups. That's all I do. Okay? And I ate two full bags of Gushers today, and I ate 3 full bags of Twizzlers a couple days before. Right? To put myself at a surplus to just eat more. And because I can put on more muscle. Why I do that? I have no idea. I don't care. I don't care at all. Like, I work and I earn more money and like my job makes more, and obviously I work on the second channel and I write a lot. I'm gonna publish, like, I do like a bunch of frankly like pretty cool shit, right? And I'm like constantly improving everything in my life. And I hate it. I don't want to improve anything in my life. I don't care. I don't care on how many goals. I just do it. I don't know why I do it. I actually don't know. I can't not do it. I think that's the thing that frustrates me the most, is like I have this deep-seated self-preservation instinct that requires me to just keep going. I have to keep going. And the reason why I have to keep going is because um if I decide that I do want something in the future and I have locked myself out of that door, a door I didn't even know was open, it's over. It's actually over in that case. I remember so the first time that I um well, I guess we'll tell a story. Wow, this is not a happy story. I don't know if I've told this on this channel before. Whatever. You guys, no one cares. No one watches, so you guys wouldn't remember even if I did. Um so I was 16. This is one of the first times I saw a therapist. Wow. I was 16. I was doing some of the worst stuff imaginable after I had come back from Panama and caught typhoid fever. I had lost like 30 pounds. I had essentially accepted death, and I ended up not dying. And I fancied myself perhaps incarnate death. I truly, I just, anything I wanted to do, anything I wanted to corrupt, anything I wanted to destroy, I would do with no regard for anything else, whether that be myself or others. So I was in like a pretty good school, stuff like that. And I just decided I didn't care about anything. So I stopped doing my homework. I was skipping a whole bunch of class. I was really only focused on my illicit dealing. And just kind of doing whatever I wanted with whoever. I was talking to a whole lot of women. I was incredibly promiscuous, we'll say. And all the chicks knew about each other, you know, so on and so forth. And I could feel the walls closing in on me as I stopped caring about anything. And I stopped doing anything in general. And I remember I was essentially caught red-handed for not giving a shit by my dad. You know, one day I was like sick and I had to go home, and he's like, yo, like all your grades suck. And I was like a 4.0 student. I was in like all AP classes. Like, you know, for all my misgivings, you know, I've been blessed with intelligence for better or for worse. Am I the smartest person? No, but I was decent. I guess I am decent. I'm being humble. I'm very intelligent. I was then, you know, so I was taken back home. As soon as I came home, I was like, okay, I've done everything I wanted to do. Time to check out. So I went to my room with a firearm, and I stuck it in my mouth with my lucky bullet, and I was about to do it. My dad basically came in, started banging on the door, opened it up. I dumped the bullet, so he, to his knowledge, it was empty. But I'm sure he must have thought something. But you know, I'm sure he just wanted to go to his happy place at that point. They took me to a therapist. Actually, after that, I was a military therapist. It's crazy. That man should have institutionalized me. I have no idea how I talked myself out of that. I think about that all the time because it was one of the biggest failures of therapy I may have ever witnessed in my life. Because I remember when I was younger, in my hubris, my arrogance, told me that I was so intelligent that I had talked myself out of being institutionalized. In reality, it was a huge error of judgment on his part. I basically sat there, and he's like, you know, did you attempt? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you gonna attempt again? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, are you gonna attempt again if you leave right now? And I was like, no. He's like, how can I trust you? And I was like, I mean, you can't, right? I mean, you look in my eyes and you can make your own thing. I was like, you know, I'm you know, he's like, do you have a plan? Like, do you have X or Y? And I was like, yeah. I was like, frankly, I was like, you know, if you let me out this, I'm not gonna do anything. But I guess he couldn't have known that I had like sociopathic tendencies. Even I didn't know at that point. I just thought I was a pretty bad person. I didn't know that I was like an evil person. I just thought I was a bad guy. I didn't know I was like a surprisingly bad person until I realized that none of the stuff I did I regretted. Because I loved it while you're doing like hedonistic behavior, of course you'll love it. But looking back at it in the rear view, I realized that I still loved it. I was still like, I was like, oh yeah, like that was the shit. Like I love doing that. That never that never left. So it was kind of anyway. So he just let me go. Like I just went home. He never institutionalized me, and he should have. I'm like deeply troubled. I'm like super mentally ill. And there's like never a situation where I think I can't even get myself to go to therapy because I have too much of an ego about um actually no, because I do see the value in therapy. Perhaps I think it's not worth the trouble. So that is an ego thing, right? If it's not worth the trouble, then I think I must be good enough to where I don't want to warrant going to therapy. Where I'm lazy to do so because it's not a priority. It should be a priority if I was more humble about my mental state. My ego, yeah, I think it's an ego thing. Anyway, point is, I don't go, and I should have been going at that point. Long story short, I did not do routine things routinely for a long period of time, and the walls closed down on me. I just decided I was gonna die. That was literally my solution. I was like, okay, fun's over. Fuck it, I'll die. And that, oh man, I'm not gonna say that is a solution, but it's not ideal. But that is that is an escape rope in a weird way. Um, and it's not like that never leaves you. You always have that option. I think the thing is that should be that went from me being my first resort back then to now I'd like it to be my last resort, right? I'd rather have more control over how I choose to execute that. Whereas before, I didn't have control. I simply did anything I could. I lost all control, and I decided I was going to just do whatever I wanted to do and escape all consequences. Now, if I go out, I would like to go out of, I have other options. I chose it specifically. I'm not against the wall. Perhaps I viewed myself as weak at that point. Am I weaker then than I am now? Perhaps. I think I am stronger now than I was then. Much stronger. No. Well, I suppose I know more, right? I have like a developed brain. I know more than I did then. Not as hormonal as I was. I've just. I suppose my experiences have hardened me compared to where I was. Hmm. Anyway, point is, I'm screaming behind my visage. I hate everything. I want to explode out of my eyeballs, and I want to destroy everything around me. And I want to be like homeless under a bridge until I die. I can't do that. I can't. I'm stuck from the trauma of having no control, perhaps. So I suppose that has positioned me to succeed in a good way. As I make more money than I have previously, put on more muscle, make more friends. Yeah, I don't know. Life is getting better, and I hate it. I hate it a ton. Goodbye. See you tomorrow, I guess.